Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's episode and all the physical releases coming to the Switch the 2nd of September until the 6th. Let's see what we've got. Ace Attorney Investigations Collection is the big one for me personally. This is a double pack of 2 DS games that Europe never got back in the day, so I missed out, and North America only got the first one. These are 2 spin-offs in the Ace Attorney series and star the antagonist/friendly rival Miles Edgeworth, featuring HD art that can be toggled off, thankfully. I cannot wait to investigate the crimes of this world. I love the Ace Attorney games, and this looks like it has added gameplay features with exploration and stuff. The physical for this is only releasing in North America because Capcom in Europe hates the Switch. But our executive producers Dane Wilkinson, Robotech and Feig have chosen this as their pick of the week. So if you want this or any other retail games in this episode, consider using the links below in the description and the pinned comment. That massively helps support me and this series. VGP are a really nice company with favorable prices in Canadian dollars, plus they have free worldwide shipping on orders over 80 Canadian bucks, which is only about 60 American dollars. Plus, if you do buy something with my link, each week you will be put into a draw to have a chance of winning a $10 discount coupon. And this week's winner is Adam B. Congratulations, Adam. You should get an email from VGP with your discount coupon if you haven't already. Thank you so much for your support, and everybody. Fitness Boxing featuring HATSUNE MIKU, I think we can all agree, is the manliest fitness boxing game there's ever been. Forget the pansy fist of the North Star, Miku would beat the crap out of that poser. Anyways, it's coming out this week, but it's kind of already outdated as the latest fitness boxing was literally just announced in the last direct. Although to be fair, this one sounds far more interesting. And our executive producer Ishin has chosen this as his pick of the week. Frog Detective: The Entire Mystery should be getting a retail release in Europe this week. It's out in America already, and this contains all 3 episodes in the detective gameplay that's supposed to be really nice. So if you're in Europe, look out for this one, and our executive producer Brent McLean has chosen this as his pick of the week. Risk System is getting a physical release in North America in 2 editions, a standard edition as well as an elite edition, which has an extra shiny cover. VGNY always have their, elite editions. They look really nice. So this is a horizontal scrolling shooter, and although there are not many reviews about it, when it came out on PC a good few years ago, those who did try it seemed to really enjoy it for what it's going for. If Burnout was a shmup, it would be this, because you get stronger the closer you are to death, hence taking a risk. Nice concept. Where is old school Burnout? I want Burnout 1, 2 and 3 on the Switch, okay? I miss it. Anyways, back to this game. It has some really gorgeous sprite work, very nice backgrounds, and I'm surprised this has gone under the radar as much as it has. NBA 2K25 is releasing on the Switch this week. Now, the placeholder box art does not mention anything about downloads, but I would be shocked if this was complete on cartridge. In fact, it's almost comical to think it's even a possibility. Of course there's going to be a big massive download. It's basketball. It's there to make you whip out your wallet or for you to grind your entire life away to unlock stuff. But our executive producer Precision Plague has chosen this as his pick of the week. Alright, let's jump into the low print releases. Soul Stalker is Premium Edition Games' latest Switch release, with pre-orders literally opening the same moment this video goes out. You can check it out with the links down below in the description. The game itself is a bit like another Vampire Survivors type game, as you roam about a map as the hordes descend upon you, but it's now in a Paper Mario visual style, and they've added essence of Slay the Spire in there as well. It's pretty good. Currently in early access, but as far as I'm aware, it'll be leaving it soon and full to the brim with content and releasing on the Switch. If you pre-order the game from Premium Edition Games' website with the links below, you can get an exclusive and unique dog tag specifically for this game. It's coming in a standard edition, which comes with a lovely slipcase, challenge card, and manual. There's also a retro edition, which comes with all those things, plus a really nice bigger box that houses a soundtrack and a bonus item that is yet to be disclosed. If you don't live in the US of A, maybe you can check out Video Games Plus, who can provide international shipping more accessibly. That's also a good way to support premium edition games. Hitman, Blood Money, Reprisal is quite a big one from limited run games. In fact, I'm sure this is the reason we didn't get Castlevania straight away. Need to wait a couple of weeks for that. That is a much more interesting package, but Hitman is owned by the Embracer Group and you don't want to displease your evil overlords. Anyways, this was a 360 game that somehow found its way onto the Switch. Not complaining, it always seemed like it missed this franchise on the system, so why not this one? I believe it's supposed to be one of the best, and I'm definitely fascinated by it. I've never actually played one of them before, believe it or not. I'm not the stealthiest of guys. I'm more of a kick down the door and burn velociraptors with a flamethrower with metal music in the background kind of guy. I don't even like metal music. You can pre-order this in a standard edition, and what's that? A massive franchise, and they are not milking the withered teat out of it. There's no collector's edition or anything. Those guys are like worryingly obsessed with replica guns, and yet we don't have a silenced pistol. Something funky is going on there. And our executive producers, Viz, Cartoon Soren, Thorn Metal Luna, and Punky Dooster have chosen this as their pick of the week. Assault Suit Valken is limited run second game this week. It was announced pretty late, almost like a last minute thing, and again, I think it's because the publisher saw that Castlevania is coming and thought, oh crap, we don't want to be in that shadow. So yeah, now is the time. This is a Super Nintendo game. You may know it as Cybernator, which was heavily changed for its Western release. This version, however, is just the unadulterated version that was in Japan. I don't know if it's any good or not, and maybe, it's a bit pricey just for one Super Nintendo game, but I have to admit, I love the cover art for it. Unlike Hitman, this does have a collector's edition, and you can pre-order it right now. Absolute Tactics Daughters of Mercy is Limited Run's third game this week, and this is the weirdest one of the lot of them because this week they will be flogging the European version of this game, which is getting a retail release over there via their sister company Clear River Games. Yeah, this is not a North American release. It doesn't make much sense, and the game itself is supposed to be pretty meh. The reviews say it's either fine or a bit bland, but you'll be able to pre-order on Tuesday, and our executive producer, Issa, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Alright, the imports is Play Asia territory. Yes, if you want to import any of the releases in this section, please consider using the Play Asia links. And if you do that, you can also support me very well, and I can support you too with 5% off with my code Jordan24. Pretty good week in Japan and Asia. Contra, Operation Galuga, is perhaps the biggest release in Asia and Japan this week, especially if you missed Limited Run's North American pre-order window. This version will play in English, of course, and it will be a good way to pick up the long-awaited proper sequel to one of Konami's best franchises. Saying that, I recently played Iron Meat. I don't know if you watched my video over on Physical Paradise, but wow, that game blows this out of the water. That should be the proper Contra game. But you know what? If you want Contra back for good, it's probably a decent idea to shut up and take what you're giving. No, just appreciate this. And our executive producers, Josh Foote, God of Resin, and Vey have chosen this as their pick of the week. Cats on Duty is another physical release in Japan that will have English, and this is every game genre in one. It's got real-time tower defense, it's got match 3 puzzling, it's got deck building, and I wouldn't be surprised if I was told it was a roguelike, at which point I would puke all over my screen like a cat heaving up a furball. But either way, it may sound a bit like a cheap casual thing, but it's supposedly a good game, at least with the reviews that I've read. Daymare 1994 Sandcastle is a game that was supposed to get a Western physical release. In fact, it was brought up in this video series when it was supposed to release, but unlike the PS4 and Xbox versions, the Switch version did not turn up. Hopefully this Japanese version does, and I think it will because it's from a far more reliable publisher. Not that the game is anything special, it's trying its hardest to emulate modern Resident Evil, and it looks good to be fair. I think they're trying to punch above their weight, but I heard it's mostly like padded cutscenes rather than interesting gameplay. This does have English, and there's a standard and collector's edition available, which includes a sticker set, metal card, art print pin badge set, and a soundtrack. And our executive producer, Lewis K, has chosen this as his pick of the week. Touhou, Danmaku, Kagura, Phantasia Lost is another import exclusive with English, the 4th this week. It's a good week, guys. This is a rhythm game with 2 gameplay modes. One is your standard falling notes jobbo, but then the other one wants to crush your soul as it introduces Danmaku, bullet hell segments. I don't know how, I don't know why, but that's what it says, okay? I'd like to give this a try since I do like rhythm games, but I've got a feeling it might be too difficult for me. I'll stick to theater rhythm. Alright, let's jump into the community spotlight. Executive producer Lewis K sent in this photo picking up Luigi's Mansion 2. It's only at this point I think in the future I'm going to really struggle to notice that game in comparison to Luigi's Mansion 3. It's got same kind of cover style, text, they don't stand out from each other. Shane L sent in this photo with a couple of import exclusives. If you like Metroidvanias that aren't too gimmicky, then Yohane, that game there, is one you'll probably want to take a look at. It's got a solid map, a solid set of abilities. Executive producer Feig sent in this photo picking up Tokyo Xanadu and Cassette Beasts, which seem to have taken Super Rare a little bit longer than usual to send out, but hopefully worth the extra small wait. Executive producer Cartoon Soren showed off 2 Play Asia exclusive collector's editions. Kwaidan has sold out, but yeah, still have some Saint makers left if you want that. McLaren sent in this photo showing off the collector's edition of Cassette Beasts, which I think I will never consider complete because it doesn't have an actual cassette tape in it. What were they thinking? Morality sent in this photo picking up Pentiment from Limited Run. Feel like they turned that one around quicker than usual. And also nice to see El Shaddai be sent out not terribly far after the Japanese release as well. Executive producer God of Resin sent in this photo with a very cultured bunny garden. Not surprised I haven't seen this too much. Imagine if the missus opened this package for you. Yeah, I know you want it, but you don't want to risk the questions. I get it, okay? Radio to Rancid sent in this photo picking up a bunch of games from Pix and Love. Unruly Heroes is one you can only get on their website. A lot of people forget about that one, and it's more relevant than ever now thanks to Black Myth. Executive producer Ishin sent in this photo picking up Super Mega Baseball 4. I wonder when they're going to change the naming to match the year. You know that's when the series is going to start being like regurgitated. Adamantium sent in this photo with that classic Catherine full body. Somehow, that's a game that's always discounted, always ridiculously cheap, which is great because it's a quality title. Visipon sent in this photo with Hakuoki Collector's Edition, which is sold out now. Sorry if you missed it. I thought it would stay in stock longer, but I think that East Asia Soft have been lowering their Collector's Edition numbers as the Switch comes closer to the end. Choco Loco James sent in this photo of the beautiful Super Deluxe Edition of Tetris Effect Connected. I love that chunky soundtrack. I love like the double jewel case, whatever it's called. It reminds me of like old PlayStation games. Alright, let's have a roundup. Luna Dragon, Ashura G, The Enemy Parasite, Kevin W, The Esoteric Camel, Andrew R, Paul S, Habs, Bridget F. Alright, please send me your pictures on Twitter at SoWhatAboutGame. DM me if you can. Don't tag me in a post, okay? Email address switchwatchspotlight@gmail.com, and our Discord, the server link should be below. You can submit it in the submission sections once I open it up. Only send me 1 picture per week, okay? Alright, please go check out Physical Paradise. I have so many videos over there. Yeah, I'm starting my real life job back up this week. In fact, Monday is my first day back at work properly. So I've been making the most of Physical Paradise the past week, and I've got lots of impressions videos and good stuff to tell you about physical media. If you're not subscribed to Physical Paradise, you're insane. And yeah, special thanks as always to our executive producers, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Boombox, Brent McLean, Alexander Cato, JCross7776, Punky Dooster, Cartoon Soren, Robotech, Raven Knight, Thorn Metal Luna, Issa, Vey, Offphone, Instacritic, Precision Plague, Alex M, Feig, Josh Foot, Ishin, Viz, and Louis K. Plus you. Yeah, you watching right now. You might not be an executive producer, but I do appreciate you because you watched all the way through. And if you did, I need to know who you are because I can't see. You don't give me money, so I can't see your name or anything, right? So yeah, you gotta show me. Please leave me a frog emoji in honor of Frog Detective the Entire Mystery. I just randomly saw that one in my script, so yeah, I'm going with frog or a boxing glove. If I would choose one. A boxing glove punching a frog, whichever one you want, okay? Have a good day, guys. Take care.